Welcome, beautiful souls, to a journey unlike any other. A journey that spans not just lifetimes, but eons. Not just this planet, but the very fabric of the cosmos itself. What you are about to hear is not simply a message, but an invitation. An invitation to remember the truth of who you are, and to step boldly into a destiny that is at once ancient and new. This is the story of the Great Awakening, Earth's ascension to 5D consciousness. Imagine for a moment the vastness of the Milky Way galaxy, billions of stars swirling in a dance of light and potential. From this cosmic perspective, our blue-green planet is but a tiny jewel spinning through space. Yet, as cosmic observers gaze upon Earth, they see something extraordinary, a radiant field of energy enveloping the planet, shimmering and shifting from blue-green to golden-white luminescence. Within this field, sacred geometry patterns begin to emerge, signs of a profound transformation underway. You may sense it in your bones, in your dreams, or in the quiet moments between thoughts. Something monumental is happening on Earth. It is not merely a change in human society or technology. It is a leap in consciousness, a shift so profound that it draws the attention of beings across the universe. For the first time in cosmic history, a planetary being, Gaia herself, is ascending to a higher dimension, and she is inviting her children, humanity, to rise with her. This ascension is not about leaving Earth behind or escaping the physical realm. Instead, it is about transforming our very experience of reality while remaining present, embodied, and connected to this living world. As we begin to explore this grand transformation, let us first understand what we mean by dimensions. In the language of spirit, dimensions are not places we travel to, but states of consciousness, ways of perceiving and interacting with the infinite possibilities of existence. The third dimension, where humanity has long dwelled, is a realm of linear time, duality, and separation. Here, reality appears rigid and fixed, bound by the laws of cause and effect. Our senses are tuned primarily to the physical, and we often feel isolated from one another and from the greater whole. But there are other ways of experiencing reality. In the fifth dimension, time is fluid, and the boundaries between past, present, and future begin to dissolve. Unity consciousness emerges, revealing our deep interconnectedness with each other, with nature, and with the cosmos. In 5D, thoughts manifest more quickly, physical limitations loosen, and love becomes the dominant force, supplanting fear as the primary motivator of experience. This shift is not happening all at once, nor is it uniform across the globe. Many are experiencing an in-between state, with one foot in the familiar structures of 3D and another in the luminous expanses of 5D. This can feel disorienting, as if living in two worlds at once. Old patterns and identities dissolve, making way for a new sense of self that is more expansive, connected, and attuned to higher frequencies. The process of ascension is often likened to the metamorphosis of a butterfly. The caterpillar must surrender its old form, dissolving completely within the chrysalis before it can emerge as a new being, capable of flight. Humanity, too, is in the midst of such a transformation, individually and collectively. We are being asked to release the old paradigms of limitation, fear, and separation, and to embrace a new reality grounded in unity, love, and conscious creation. What makes Earth's ascension truly unique in the cosmic context is that it is happening in physical form. Throughout the universe, planetary ascensions have typically involved either the conclusion of a planet's life cycle or a dramatic reset in which physical life is cleared to make way for a higher expression. What is occurring on Earth is unprecedented. Gaia is ascending while maintaining her physical body, and she is inviting all life upon her to ascend with her. This is not a solitary endeavor. The ascension of Earth is being witnessed, supported, and celebrated by countless higher dimensional beings, cosmic councils, star families, and guides who gather around the holographic projection of our planet, marveling at the courage and creativity of this grand experiment. They observe the activation of Earth's energy centers, powerful vortexes in places like Sedona, Giza, and Tibet. connected by shimmering ley lines that pulse with ever-increasing light. Gaia's consciousness is awakening more fully, and her energy body is aligning with new frequencies that support the birth of a higher reality. Humanity plays a crucial role in this process. As the most conscious species on the planet, we act as Gaia's nervous system, transmitting and amplifying frequencies that influence not only our own experience, but also the evolution of the entire planetary field. The resonance between our personal energy and Gaia's rising frequency determines our ability to participate in this ascension. It is not a matter of worthiness, but of vibrational alignment, a natural law, as simple and profound as tuning a radio to the right station. At this time, it appears that a significant minority of humans, perhaps 15 to 20%, are poised to make this leap in the first wave of ascension. These are souls who have been preparing for this moment over many lifetimes, often carrying the codes of awakening as star seeds or way showers. They are not better or more advanced than others. They are simply vibrating at a frequency that matches the new Earth. The rest of humanity will continue their journey in alignment with their own soul's timing and needs, evolving at the pace that is perfect for their unique path. As the vibrational gap between these groups widens, we are witnessing the early stages of what has been called the timeline split. Those attuned to 5D frequencies begin to experience a world that is more harmonious, luminous, and responsive to intention. Synchronicities abound, and the sense of separation fades, replaced by a deep knowing of interconnection. Meanwhile, others continue to navigate the lessons of 3D, focusing on material challenges, duality, and the structures of the old paradigm. Both experiences are valid and honored. Each soul is exactly where it needs to be. How do you know if you are among those ascending with Gaia? There are certain hallmarks that many on this path report. You may notice a growing sensitivity to energies, an ability to sense the feelings and intentions of others, or to perceive subtle shifts in your environment. Synchronicities become commonplace, repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, and messages that seem to arrive just when you need them. You may experience downloads of information, sudden insights or understandings that arrive fully formed without prior study or explanation. Your life may undergo significant restructuring. Relationships, careers, and living situations may shift dramatically, often in ways that align you more fully with your soul's purpose. Intuition becomes a trusted guide, and you may find yourself drawn to new forms of healing, meditation, or spiritual study. Physical symptoms may arise as your energy body adjusts to higher frequencies, ringing in the ears, sleep disturbances, digestive changes, or periods of intense emotion. These are not signs of illness, but of transformation. Your body and consciousness recalibrating to hold more light. Guidance arrives through many channels. In meditation, you may encounter higher aspects of yourself, receiving wisdom and healing directly from your soul or guides. In dreams, you may find yourself in classrooms or healing chambers, learning and integrating at levels beyond the conscious mind. Synchronistic encounters in the physical world, books, videos, conversations, provide exactly the information you need at each stage. You may also notice a growing ability to communicate with nature, receiving messages from animals, plants, or the earth herself. The physical transformation underway is as profound as the spiritual. Our DNA, long considered by conventional science to be mostly junk, is being activated to its full potential. While we currently operate primarily with 2 strands, our energetic blueprint contains the codes for 12 or more strands, each corresponding to higher levels of consciousness and ability. This activation allows us to process and embody more light, expanding our capacities for healing, intuition, and creation. Our cellular structure is also shifting, moving from a carbon-based foundation to a more crystalline form. This enables us to hold and transmit higher frequencies without overwhelming our nervous systems. The chakra system, traditionally described as 7 main energy centers, is expanding to include additional chakras above the crown and below the feet, connecting us more fully to both the cosmic and earth grids. The pineal gland, our inner vision center, is being decalcified and activated, enhancing our ability to perceive beyond the physical. As our perception expands, we begin to experience the world differently. Colors become more vivid, energy fields become visible, and we sense the subtle emotions and intentions of those around us. Time loses its rigidity, becoming more fluid and responsive to our state of consciousness. Manifestation accelerates, and we become increasingly aware of the power of our thoughts and intentions to shape reality. Empathic abilities heighten, and our needs shift. Lighter foods, more time in nature, and environments that support higher vibration become essential. These changes can be both exhilarating and challenging. Navigating this new terrain requires patience, self-care, and a willingness to release old patterns and beliefs. It is a process of learning to use new equipment, to trust the guidance that arises from within, and to surrender to the flow of transformation. At the collective level, Earth's ascension is part of a much larger cosmic cycle. The period between 2012 and 2032 marks a critical window in which the bulk of this transition will occur. This era aligns with multiple cosmic events: Earth's passage through the base of the photon belt, a band of high-frequency light from the galactic center, the shift from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, and the convergence of numerous astrological and energetic cycles. These alignments create the conditions necessary for a leap in consciousness, flooding the planet with waves of transformative energy. Each influx of light, whether triggered by solar flares, eclipses, or equinoxes, serves to accelerate awakening in those who are ready, while also exposing and destabilizing the structures of the old paradigm. Systems based on fear, control, and separation are increasingly challenged, while those aligned with love, unity, and creativity are being born anew. The role of collective consciousness in this process cannot be overstated. Each individual who awakens and maintains a higher frequency adds to a global network of light, an energetic grid that supports and amplifies the ascension process. As more people hold these frequencies, a tipping point is reached, enabling a sudden and widespread shift in consciousness. This is sometimes called the 100th monkey effect, where a new behavior or awareness spreads rapidly once a critical mass is achieved. You are a vital part of this network. Your awakening matters, not only for your own journey, but for the evolution of the entire planet. Every act of healing, every moment of love, every step you take toward greater awareness ripples outward, influencing the collective field and supporting the birth of a new Earth. So, how can we best navigate this extraordinary transition? There are practical steps you can take to support your journey and ease the process of ascension. Regular energy maintenance, through meditation, grounding, and clearing, becomes essential as we become more sensitive to the energies around us. Spending time in nature helps to stabilize and harmonize your energy field, aligning you with Gaia's rising frequency. Conscious consumption is key. Be mindful of what you take in, not just food, but media, conversations, and environments. Everything you engage with either raises or lowers your vibration. Seek out relationships and communities that support your growth, and release those that no longer resonate with your highest good. Trust and surrender are perhaps the most important qualities to cultivate. The ascension process often defies logic and challenges our expectations. There will be moments of uncertainty, loss, and disorientation. Yet, beneath it all, a deeper wisdom is guiding you, your higher self, your soul, and the loving intelligence of the universe itself. Know that you are not alone. You are supported by countless allies, both seen and unseen. Higher dimensional beings, guides, and star families are assisting from beyond the veil, while fellow humans on this path form an ever-growing community of light. As you open to this support, you will find strength, guidance, and companionship on the journey. The new Earth is not a distant destination to be reached through effort or struggle. It is a frequency, a state of being, that you align with through love, presence, and conscious choice. Each time you choose compassion over judgment, unity over separation, and love over fear, you are anchoring 5D consciousness in your life and in the world. As we conclude this exploration, remember that you are a pioneer, a way shower, and a co-creator of this new reality. Your presence here is no accident. You chose, at the level of your soul, to be part of this grand unfolding, to witness and participate in the greatest evolutionary leap this planet has ever seen. Take a moment to honor yourself and all beings who are on this journey. Feel the gratitude of Gaia, the support of the cosmos, and the love that flows through all of creation. The dawn of a new era is upon us. Together, we are birthing a world of harmony, regeneration, and conscious creation, a world where humanity remembers its true nature as divine stewards of a living, conscious Earth. Thank you for your courage, your commitment, and your light. The path ahead is filled with wonder and possibility. As you step forward, know that every choice you make, every loving thought and action is helping to shape the new Earth. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Welcome to 5D Consciousness. Ascension of 5D Consciousness. Start Great Awakening. New Earth. Watch Spiritual Awakening. Lightworkers Hot Conscious Evolution. Wash Gaia Ascension.